Welcome to the very first JagCast on FCTV. I'm Emily Case.
And I'm Parsons. Over the next few months, once a month, we will be bringing you updates and stories on clubs, athletics, and all things Jaguar at Floyd Central High School.
JagCast is a new addition to our third-year media arts program.
This year's studio performance class is composed of students who have been in the program for 3 years.
We will be gathering information, conducting interviews, and doing our best to keep you updated and informed on our school's current and upcoming events. Since this is a new school year, we have spoken with Mrs. Stacy Shannon about some of the changes from last year, as well as some of the new things introduced this year.
One of the most important new policies has been adopted by the Floyd County Board of Education, and when you come visit any Floyd County school, including Floyd Central High School, you will be asked to provide identification when coming to check your student out or entering the building. If you do enter the building and you go past the office, you will be asked to turn your keys in to Miss Debbie, and you can get those when you come back from your meeting. Our expectations are, and always have been, for number one, for students to remain safe. We want all students to come to school, have a great year, but we want you to be safe at the same time. We expect all students to behave, be good citizens, and get a good education. One of our goals this year as a school is working on school culture. Each week, the teachers are meeting on Monday mornings at 7:45 to do a small coffee and meet club, and they are talking about upcoming activities, things we can do as a school, working more toward bio classes, and things we can do to help the kids have a great year. We were so very thankful that we got Miss Dyer on board and we can offer an upper level class like chemistry. We're still continuing to offer some classes. There are some genre classes. Our AP classes have doubled in size, which is great. Our dual credit classes, we're offering continued art classes. Some of the new things we're offering are forensics. We're also offering, we're continuing to offer psychology, we're offering sociology, we're offering world civilization. In addition to our RTI, just like it was last year, we're doing daily life skills. 3 days a week we'll be doing RTI, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Tuesday, Thursday we'll be doing daily skills. Teachers will be choosing the different types of activities they want to do during daily skills. We want students to graduate not only college and career ready, transition ready, we want students to graduate with daily skills. For example, Mr. Hager wants to teach students how to do laundry. Mr. Wells has talked about students doing how to change oil. Mr. Sloan has talked about how students need to change tires, and so forth. And kids will rotate throughout the year through those classes, and all students will have an opportunity to attend each class and learn some daily skills.
Our first teacher profile is Brendan Gearhart. He is a new U.S. history teacher who is very excited to be able to work here with students and enjoys being able to work with some familiar faces from high school.
So far it's been great. Everybody's been really friendly to me. I see a lot of familiar faces. Like I said, this is home, and it's awesome to come to work and see people that you went to high school with and people that taught you, teachers that taught you, and so I'm just really humbled to be at a place that I've wanted to be since I started teaching. The goal was to be a lawyer, but as I got into coaching and then as I got into substitute teaching, and I thought about the impact that so many great teachers that I had made on me, it just kind of tugged at my heartstrings, and you know, being a teacher was something that kind of found me, I guess. A whirlwind. It's because you think you're going to be here teaching, this, and then you end up going to a new place. But it's been a whirlwind, but it's been really exciting. I felt like a kid on his first day of school, somewhat. So it's been, it's been a little crazy, but so far, it's been great. Students as a whole to really take history as something important. Knowing your past helps you prepare for your future. So I hope that my U.S. history students really understand the value of learning about our country. We're very fortunate to live in a place to where we can, we have so many freedoms, and I just think it's a responsibility that everybody should take, to take on, that we need to learn about our country and how to keep it as great as it is. This year's class of students seem to be really excited about learning, seem to be students that enjoy coming to school and being a part of the culture here, so I'm really excited about it.
Miss Dyer is one of our new science teachers here at Floyd Central, and she's now at a place she said she's always wanted to be.
My background is in science. Like, I didn't know for sure what I wanted to do when I first went to college, like right out of graduating, but I knew it had to be science related. I went to Morehead State University and I got my bachelor's in biomedical sciences there. I have done a couple different internships and programs like that, but right now I'm in my master's for teaching secondary science. And I was a mentor for high school kids, and I knew right then when I did the job, I was like, I want to be a teacher, a high school teacher specifically, because this age group is the best, in my opinion. I really wanted to teach at Floyd Central since I knew that the school was going to be a thing. First of all, love big cats, so the fact that they're the Jaguars, I was all about that. Like, this area in general just means so much to me, so it's like, it's a school that would feel like home, and that's what I wanted. And I've heard so many good things about the students and just the culture here, and I wanted to be a part of that. As a teacher, there isn't enough time in a day to do everything that you need to do. I mean, it just is what it is, but there's a lot of sleepless nights and hard work. That's probably the biggest thing. I honestly love all of my students. I love to get to know them, what they like. Like, I care about each kid.
From one science teacher to another, we spoke with Mrs. Stephanie Hall, who shares her story of how she became a teacher.
I originally started college, I was a biomed major, and I wanted to be a doctor. And in order to do that, you have to go shadow doctors and, watch what they do in their job. So as I was doing that, one day I just randomly had a panic attack. And I didn't know it was a panic attack. I just thought that I was dying. My vision got blurry on all the edges and I felt like I was going to puke, and I could barely stand up, but I had to keep myself together because I was watching a heart surgery. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die in this room right now. That day, I was like, well, I'm going to message my favorite teacher from high school. I messaged her, asked her if she thought I'd be a good teacher, and never looked back. I went to Morehead State University. I took 5 years to get a bachelor's degree in biology with focus in secondary education. Science teachers are in pretty high demand, but I came here and interviewed, and whenever I walked through the doors of the school, I was like, wow, this doesn't even feel like a school to me. It's a really cool environment. And then whenever I actually started teaching, what made me want to stay and come back for a second year was that it just feels more like home to me than even my own high school did. I feel like I try to get to know the kids pretty good. I care a lot more about the kid as a whole instead of just like, hey, come in and do this work and get done. The biggest struggle would probably be that it's hard to know when you should answer questions that are completely off topic and when you shouldn't, because sometimes it can lead you down a rabbit hole and then you never get anything done. And sometimes it can give you some very good conversations to help you get to know your students. Last year, I did not plan ahead at all. This year, though, I actually planned intro to chemistry and physics all the way up to December over the summer. And, that is the class that I teach the most of, so that took a lot of stress off of me. I think I'm pretty organized. You all walked in here. It's not a total disaster. So try to stay organized, try to be sympathetic to the kids and what they're going through.
Switching gears to sports and upcoming events. First with volleyball. The Lady Jags were picked first in the region in the preseason coaches poll. They are 7-0 on the season so far and 2-0 in district play. The Jags have high expectations for the rest of the season.
I want them to remember our senior group as the ones who stood out and the ones who always gave it their all.
I think our two big competitors so far is going to be Parkville and Paintsville, maybe Park Central.
I want to have an undefeated season and win region championship.
Oh, I'm adjusting real well. I had her when I was a freshman and in middle school, so.
We're young. We only have 4 seniors, and the 4 seniors bring a lot to the team, but so do the underclassmen.
Here's the upcoming volleyball schedule for the Lady Jags. On Thursday, September 5th, they will face the Hawks at Pike County Central. Then back-to-back district games at Prestonsburg and home against the Betsy Lane Bobcats. Both will begin at 6 p.m.
And now to football. The Jaguars opened their season on Friday, August 23rd, losing to Clay County 44-20. We talked with Coach Sean Hager about the game and where the team goes from here.
Well, I didn't think we played too well. We're out of shape. But I think, each week we're going to get better. But Clay County that night was the better team. We don't have no tricks right now. Right now we're just trying to get better each and every week. We start our district play here in about 5 weeks, so we want to be peaking by the time we get in district play.
And for the upcoming football schedule, the Jags are traveling to North Laurel on Friday, August 30th, kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Then the following 2 Fridays at home against Knott County Central and Hazard, both also at 7:30.
Here are some dates to remember. There will be no school on Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd. On September 6th, after the football game, there will be a casual homecoming dance starting at 10, as well as football homecoming during the game. These will be following the homecoming parade on Thursday, September the 5th.
Morehead State University will be meeting with the seniors in the auditorium at 1 p.m. on Friday, September 13th. There will be start testing for freshmen, sophomores, and juniors from the 16th through the 27th of September.
Lastly, on September 19th, Floyd Central will be having a pep rally on the football field for Friday's rival game against Prestonsburg. That's all for the first edition of JagCast on FCTV.
Thank you for watching and join us next month. Until then,
peace out from the Jaguar Den. Go Jags! They are 7-0 on Go back up. I'm sorry for the Lady Jags. There will be no school on Labor Day, Monday, September 7th. On September 6th, go back up. I said September 7th. Okay, ready. Peace out from the Jaguar Den. Go Jags! In sync though.